I'm Leah, and I'm here today with Giles. Giles, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi y'all, I'm a freshman here, I'm Giles Clark, and I'm a choir major.
Nice. And so we're here with Giles to ask a series of questions, but one of the biggest things that we're going to be focusing on is Giles's amazing accomplishment of producing and writing his very own self 3 incredible books. So yeah, these are Giles's amazing books. So first question that I have for you, Giles, is about your first book that you wrote titled Never Give Up. And in this book, you really highlight the importance of persevering to reach the finish line. And so my question is, how did you keep pushing and persevering and, keep swimming, as you said when in your reference to Finding Dory, when in the process of writing your first book and even all the books that you wrote?
That's a good question. I would say that what kind of inspired me or what drove me to keep persevering and keep writing this book, especially Never Give Up, I really thought about how people need an inspiring message, an encouraging message, and I just wanted to continue to inspire the people around me and at school, outside of school and things like that. So I know people need an encouraging message, so that is what keeps me persevering, if that makes sense.
That's really nice, incredible response. And I guess a follow-up to that, which kind of ties in, is what inspired you to write these books in the first place? I mean, they're books of inspiration, so was it like a life-changing moment that started and fueled you to start writing, or what was it?
Yeah, so what inspired these books right here? The first one, Never Give Up. I was 11 years old, y'all. I was 11 years old when I wrote this book, and I was in 5th grade, and my good friend was going through some things at home, and I wanted to inspire him and others to never give up. And in that moment, I was just like, hey man, don't give up, you got this, things like that. And of course, I didn't know I was gonna write books about it, but I just wanted to inspire him. And I thought about it, and that spark, what kind of spark that was, me telling him to never give up, that people need this message. So that's what started this writing journey.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Excuse me, what are you listening to? Baby by Justin Bieber. Thank you.
On to your second book titled Be Yourself, Be the Person God Has Called You to Be. You talk about digging a little deeper and finding out who you truly are and your purpose in this world. So my question is for you, have you found out a bit more about who you are, your purpose, or, just especially with this writing process, have you kind of found any answers to those?
I would say every day I'm figuring out something new about myself, and we all do. Every day we continue to see new things that we may have not seen before in ourselves. And I would say especially during 2020, the shutdown, when everything was closed and it was just me at home, and I really got to see who I am, especially writing these books. Be Yourself was written during the shutdown, and so I was kind of like, I love writing, I love inspiring people. That's
amazing.
Excuse me, what are you listening to? Stuff with Joe Frank Ocean. Thank you.
And onto your third and most recent book, Joy in the Journey, the joy that remains in every circumstance. You make the statement that happiness and joy are related but not exactly the same, and you even make the eye-opening comment that happiness can come and go, but joy always stays. So my question for you again is, could you talk more about what you meant by that statement and maybe even how this is applied to your life? Is there something that brings you joy and specifically has stayed in your life?
That's good. What I mean in this book, Joy in the Journey, and I say that joy lasts because, it's not just a happy feeling when everything's in A-okay, but it's actually there to give you strength in your life and things like that. So no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're experiencing, you can still have joy because it's within you, giving you strength. And that's what inspired this book, because the 2020 shut down. My mom and I we went to Starbucks a lot of times, and everything shut down. And, Starbucks, we had the coffee, we had the music, our computers and stuff like that. But then when everything shut down, we didn't have that experience. But we brought that Starbucks experience at home. And
Nice.
I realized that joy is just not in a certain thing, but it's in you. And that's why you can enjoy different parts of your life.
That's amazing. And we had we had approving hand gestures from Ms. Johnson, who was just in here for a short moment. So, Giles, your books continue to inspire us all, your words. So we thank you so much for writing these books. My question as we come to a close, another one is, do you have any upcoming books, projects, or special events that you want to share or talk about today?
Yeah, so I am working on another book. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
It's still going to be that motivational feel. And also, I am going to be speaking at a thing called EduFest at the Potter's House, Fort Worth. And it's basically a big event about education, and I'm going to be speaking to people there, and I am going to be at Fall Fest by the time that this is uploaded.
Yeah.
It'll happen, but, I'll be at Fall Fest.
Nice. Well, we're excited to see the many things that you accomplish and the many places that you continue to spread your amazing message and words.
Excuse me, what are you listening to?
Please don't stop the music by Rihanna.
Thank you. Okay. Excuse me, what are you listening to?
Question by Taylor Swift.
Thank you.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Panther News. I'm Maggie McNeely.
And I'm Thea Ramirez.
And we'll be your host for the day. The theater department will be having their annual coffee bar open on October 28th. Grab a drink and get warm.
Speaking of theater, the I Am Cho Department of Theater proudly presents Too Much Light Makes a Baby Go Blind, our 30 plays in 60 minutes. The goal of our actors is to perform 30 short plays ranging in genre from absurd, serious, funny, thought-provoking to just downright silly in only an hour. This show relies heavily on audience interaction, and you may even become part of the play yourself. Too Much Light performs November 3rd and 4th at 7 p.m. in the Black Box. Tickets can only be purchased at the door. Student tickets range from $1 to $6, and adult tickets range from $1 to $12, and the exact ticket amount is based on the dice roll.
Let's head to an interview with Miss Nesbitt.
What's on your walls? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so this is just random decor, but all of these up here is before I taught at I Am Terrell. I taught at McLean Middle School for 3 years. So those are playbills from all the shows I did as a middle school teacher. And then I'll just keep pointing out things. Over here, I also, in addition to teaching, I'm a pretty much full-time director, stage manager, and actor. And so that's my first play I directed outside of school at a professional theater company. I did Grease, and then this was for one of the times I was nominated for a Column Award, which are like DFW Theater Awards.
Ooh, very cool. Tell us about the upcoming play. What's that about?
So our newest play is going to be Too Much Light Makes a Baby Go Blind, which will be by mostly our junior theater majors. So how this play works is the goal of the play is that the actors will perform 30 short plays in an hour. There's actually a timer. They have a very strict hour limit on it. But the way that the plays work is the order of those plays in which they're performed is completely randomized and decided by the audience screaming numbers at the actors. And whatever number they hear first, that's what they grab, and that is the play that they perform next. It's a really, really heavy audience interactive piece. So, you know, if you come see it, which I hope you do, you'll probably be dragged up on stage at one point, or maybe you'll get water spit in your face, or maybe you get to spit some water, or maybe, you may get to play tag in the black box. But it's a super fun show. It's only an hour. And what's also cool is the way that ticket prices work, because this play is based on a play, Too Much Light, started in Chicago and ran for 30 years. And so the way that tickets work is the specific ticket price is based on a dice roll. So if you're a student, you will roll just a normal dice, and your ticket will be between $1 and $6, depending on how you roll. And if you're an adult, your ticket will be between $2 and $12, because you'll be rolling 2 dice to determine your ticket price. So because of that, we're only doing ticket sales at the door. We're really encouraging people to just bring cash, because that'll be so much faster since we aren't doing any pre-sale. But yeah, so that's kind of what it's about. So after Too Much Light, our next play, which is our all-school musical, is Annie, which is going to be December 2nd and 3rd in the PAC. We may or may not have a real dog that's going to be on stage, and tiny second-grade orphans, which are adorable. And that is a huge cast of about 50 people, so we're very excited about that. And then after that, our sophomores will be presenting Anne of Green Gables in the Black Box at the end of January. And then after that, we go into our UIL one-act play, and that's what we compete with. That's like our version, that is our UIL, which will be The Miracle Worker, which is the story of Helen Keller. And then after that, we have our freshman festival, which will be a new kind of selection of scenes and short plays presented by our freshman theater majors. And then we finish out the year, sprinkled in between all that is all of our showcases, but we'll finish out the year with The Tin Woman, which will be our senior student directed play. So that play will be directed by Aiden Henry, and it will be completely student directed, designed, performed. They do all of it, and we have, we just tell them good job.
That was very informative. Thank you.
Halloween is right around the corner, and to prepare us for trick-or-treating, the choir department will be selling canes Monday the 31st. They accept cash and cash out. Make sure to swing by.
It's only Wednesday, and man, have we had an eventful week with these fun dress-up days.
Only if we could look into the future and see how fun the student versus faculty soccer game was, everyone's cute outfits for homecoming, and all booths and food we had at the Fall Fest.
Man, that sure does seem like fun. It just reminds me of fall.
Speaking of outfits, come dress in your best attire for Schoolwide Picture Week, November 7th to 11th. Freshmen will be on Monday, no school on Tuesday, sophomores on Wednesday, juniors on Thursday, and makeup day will be on Friday. Pictures will be taken during your humanities classes.
Is there anything that you want to share?
Sure, I would say, continue to keep on going. That's one thing I say, never give up, is keep on going. And it's a picture of a guy crossing a finish line. I don't know if y'all can see that, but you can cross the finish line in your life if you continue to keep going and keep running that race. And also, continue to shine your light, because you all have purposes. And so don't hide that light. The sun doesn't hide up its light, but it lets it shine. So let your light shine, y'all.
Get set, go, 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 go. Yay!
Well, that's all for this week. I'm Ariana.
And I'm Daniel.
And this has been your weekly Panther News episode. Until next time.
Cut.
Okay, now this is y'all. Y'all come in.
Section 3.
Come in!
Literally.
Okay. Oh, we can put you guys.
I need to go home.
Tuesday.
Okay.
They've got school on
Tuesday. Okay.
a feel for the third segment.
Wait, just coming at the end, like instead of us saying, like.
Well, that's all for this week. I'm Ariana.
And I'm Daniel.
And this has been your weekly.
Okay, start over.